We've also got here world-renowned chef Jose Andres. He is also a well-known advocate for better health and nutrition. Time magazine just named him one of the year's 100 most influential people.
This is a big deal.
Yeah.
He's also taken on a new position. He is Dean of Spanish Studies at the International Culinary Center. Chef Andres, welcome. Good
Very happy to be here.
Yeah.
Congratulations. This is something. One of the most 100 influential people by Time magazine.
Well, I think that by Time honoring chefs, what they're really saying is chefs are here to stay, and they're going to.
Well, they've been here for a long, long time.
They're going to here to stay to be talking about more issues than what's happening at the restaurant. And
so
you see today chefs very
involved. The role
involved
of chef
in
is
many issues.
changing in a sense, so that it's not only about food, it's about health.
It's about health. It's about diplomacy. Secretary Clinton, 3 months ago, she created the Chef Diplomatic Corps. Why she's doing this? Well, because she believes in smart diplomacy.
Right.
And she believes that she has to be using everything
Food
within her reach.
Food as a diplomatic weapon.
You got it. Yeah. For example, you will see Alice Waters, in this case, lobbying at Congress to try to change the Farm Bill. Yeah. Or you will have Tom Colicchio doing a hunger documentary to bring issues of hunger in America and coming to Congress to also knock on the door. Or you will see a guy like me going to the White House to cook at the G8, where in this case I did a historical American menu showing the power of American food and supporting, for example, Louisiana fishermen that they need help to come back to business.
Norah loves chefs, by the way.
Well, she has one of the great chefs at her home.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, I literally love them.
The chef at home is a good guy, huh?
Yeah, exactly. And of course, he's a big fan of yours and all that you do. Now we can call you professor, not just chef, but professor. I mean, you're teaching, of course, you've been doing this, but you're teaching one here at George Washington University, and it's called The World on a Plate, How Food Shapes Civilization. Talk about that, because you learn so much about history through food.
Well, I believe that we have to be bringing food issues forward, and Washington is the right place. At George Washington, we're going to do only that. We're going to connect food with everything: history, science, national security. So many issues where food is present in today's world, and we don't think that way. We need to start bringing food issues forward.
What's the food capital of the world now? I mean, well, you might have been Paris at a while, might have been somewhere else. Some say New York. Where is it?
I believe the food capital will be Barcelona. I come from there, but my friend and mentor, and you know him well, Ferran Adrià, is without a doubt.
But he's at Harvard teaching now. He's not cooking.
I'm teaching with him at Harvard too, but still he has influenced hundreds of young chefs. Yeah. Barcelona, you go and you will see the power capital of the world, putting aside New York, obviously.
Yeah. What is it about, you mentioned national security in food, draw that connection for people who may not see it.
For example, 2 years ago, we had over 60 retired admiral and generals. They created an organization, they call it Mission Readiness. They are telling Congress, we start investing in food in the schools to start feeding children better, or the obesity rate in America, youngsters, is going to be so high that the military is not going to have enough Americans to join the army. That's a national security issue.
Most people say to me, when you talk about food, we eat too much. We should enjoy good food, and it ought to be quality food, but we need to eat about half what we do.
I'm the perfect example. I go talking about obesity, and I would say obese myself. This is not the way to go. We need to start investing, not in the healthcare when we become 60 and we are very unhealthy because of obesity issues. We need precisely to start investing money at the beginning, in the school level, when children are young. Not only feeding them the right foods, but also making sure that they are aware of what foods and how they have to behave. So yeah, we overeat for many reasons, but one way to fight obesity will be making sure that we teach everybody that they have to make the right decisions on their own.
It's not a problem Norah has.
Well, that's why Jeff and I wrote a book about making baby food, about starting making food and eating healthy from a very early age, the importance of doing that. Do you think more people are cooking at home, are getting away from cooking at home, and are eating more fast foods, packaged foods, etc.?
Well, I'm a chef. I open restaurants. I want people to eat out.
Yes, exactly.
But I do believe that we have a need of people cooking at home because I need them to understand. I mean, it's a beautiful family thing. But I want to make a point here. Fast food is very often blamed for many of the issues we face. Obesity, I cannot blame only fast food restaurants. We have to bring the responsibility to everybody, to every one of us.
Right, that's an excellent point, yeah.
One last question. When you think about the kind of meal that we ought to be preparing, I mean, what ought we be thinking about?
Wow. Listen to me. I believe that meat is overrated, and I love meat.
Yeah,
I love a big steak,
Yeah.
but we need to start bringing more fruits, more vegetables.
Fruits
We
and
need to
vegetables.
really be supporting those small farmers that are all around the country. And this is a great way to be eating healthy. More fruits and vegetables in your diet, and you'll see how obesity, for example, will be something of the past.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, I've seen a person simply give up on bread and pasta, or reduce it, and all of a sudden they are, over a period of months, 6 or 7 months, remarkably look better, and I suspect feel better.
Okay, I'm not a dietitian myself,
right.
Charlie. I love bread, but the issue of hunger and the issue of obesity
It's
is
great to
different
see you
than
in
that.
your city. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.